Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanisha if you already don't know. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing my 6-star reads. So basically this means that these books are above 5 stars. They are the best. They literally were a masterpiece and I love them so much. I would recommend them to anyone who asks for recommendations. These are the books that I will be telling you about. So the way I rate my books, it's on a there's two different sides just based on genre. Usually one is it was a masterpiece, it was written so good. Basically books that you would have just read in English English class, if that's kind of the scale. And then the other part is just the second one is just me having a grand old time with the books. I was just having the best time of my life while reading them. So that's how I rate my books, just on kind of two different scales. And if you don't like these books, well, that sucks, because these are my opinions and I just love these books so much. So we're just gonna get right into the video. Okay, so the first book I'm picking is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is literally amazing. Oh my god. Basically, Evelyn, we're in kind of the present time, and she's ready to tell her story about her whole life to this journalist, Monique. And basically we just literally travel between each husband and how Evelyn has become who she is today. It's very much old Hollywood. If you love that, there's forbidden love in it. If you love forbidden love, that's one of my favorite tropes. And it's definitely easy for non-readers too to get into reading, just because it's an easy story. It's an easy storyline to follow. It's not that complicated. So definitely recommend. The next one is Ignite Me by Tahira Mafi. I think that's how you say her name. I'm really bad pronouncing names. So this is the third book in the Shatter Me series, and I love the Shatter Me series, but I have to say that Ignite Me is literally my favorite one out of the whole series. And I think a lot of people would also agree that this is their favorite one because it's just so freaking good. Basically we have a character, Juliet. She cannot touch people, so it's just what? And then she's trapped into this prison ish, and then she meets another character named Adam. I don't even know how to explain it without just spoiling everything, but I feel everyone knows already about Aaron Warner, and obviously he's book boyfriend material. I recommend to read the whole series too because it's just so amazing. And the novellas definitely give you an insight into the book as well, so definitely read those. Next books are the Once Upon a Broken Heart and the Ballad of Never After series by Stephanie Garber. These are, first of all, I just want to say, absolutely gorgeous. Look at the covers. Oh my god. These two books are quite literally amazing. If you love kind of that fairy tale, whimsical, magical feeling, you will love these books. Basically, we follow our character, Evangeline. I think that's how you say her name. And she was supposed to be married to her fiance, but then her fiance is marrying her, I think it's her sister or stepsister. And then so she makes a deal with Jax, the Prince of Hearts. Very easy world building. It's not that complicated. You kind of just get thrown into the world. And this is connected with the Caraval series. Caraval? However you pronounce it, which is also by Stephanie Garber. And I read the first book of that, and that was also amazing, so definitely recommend reading them. I read these ones before I read the Caraval series, so I don't think you need to read them before you read the series, but a lot of people would say otherwise, but it's whatever you want to do. This is basically just off another character from the Caraval series. But I cannot wait for the third book, A Curse for True Love, which is going to come out in October, I think. So I'm so excited for that. Okay, and then the next book we have is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is... oh my god, it's so good too. I did not expect to like this because this is something I would not normally read, but I'm so happy I did. I read it in the beginning of January, and I still think about it to this day, and it's literally August. Basically, we follow our character Richard, and he's this unreliable narrator who tells us a story about his life. He was just at this college, and there was just this weird like Greek class that he wanted to join, but in reality it was low-key a cult. So you kind of just follow along because the prologue is already telling you exactly what happened, and you're kind of like leading up to that point. It's really funny too for no reason because it is dark academia. They are meant to be out of touch from reality, so that's what makes it really funny, because obviously none of this would really happen. This is all just fake. But it's just so funny how out of touch from reality they are from the rest of the college. And then the next ones are part of the Twisted series. I have to include them. They are Twisted Games by Anna Huang, and then Twisted Hate, which is also by Anna Huang too. And these are literally, they're literally amazing. Oh my god. You have to read these. The whole Twisted series, basically. You have to read them. They are one of the best series ever to be written. Oh my god. So Twisted Games, we have Bridget, and it's either Reese or Ryan. I honestly, I'm just not good with names. Names are not my expertise. But basically, Bridget, she is this, you know, she's like a princess, and then Reese is her bodyguard. So if you love like bodyguard romance, this is definitely for you. It's like forbidden love, forced proximity. It just reminds me of like, it's if you watch the movie The First Daughter, which is like Katie Holmes, I think that's in the movie. It reminds me of that, and also like a little bit of like Princess Diaries too, so definitely recommend. And then next we have Twisted Hate, which is I think my favorite out of the whole series. We follow Josh and Jules, and their chemistry and romance are, and the spice. The spice is literally the best thing ever in the world. Basically, these are enemies to lovers. It's best friend's brother, because Josh is the brother of Ava, who is the main character of Twisted Love. They are a doctor and lawyer, very much spicy. Reminds me of just like those typical shows like Grey's Anatomy, Suits, like all of that jazz. So if you like that, definitely read this. But the spice is literally immaculate. Yeah, read it for the spice if you really want to, but read it for the characters because I love the characters. Josh and Jules are literally my favorite. So the next books are also by Anna Huang, and she just released these. These are pretty recent books, and they're part of the new series called Kings of Sin. So we have King of Wrath, which, oh my god, just look at the cover, and the spine is absolutely gorgeous. And then we have King of Pride, which is also gorgeous, and the spine too. Oh, these two books are literally amazing. Oh my god, they are the best thing ever. King of Wrath, we follow Vivian and Dante. They are in an arranged marriage. The spice is literally, oh my god, like, oh, I just love Anna Huang books. She is just my go-to author. Like everything that she's written I've just loved so much, and I can't wait for King of Greed to come out. Like, I'm so excited. But yeah, King of Wrath, we follow Vivian and Dante. And then King of Pride, we follow Kai and Isabella. Forbidden Love, like, he is the owner of, I think, the bar or the hotel that she works at, because she's a bartender. She's a bartender, but I think it's like the bar is part of the hotel. So it's forbidden love because obviously he's the boss and she's an employee. They can't really be together. Him just being British already just makes me gag. Read the dedication. The dedication to this book is quite literally, oh my god. For all the girls who think smart is sexy and who know the quiet ones are the freakiest. So yeah, if you love that, read this. So the next book is going to be a little bit more sadder. We're going to go into the sad. We've done some fun books, but we're going to go into the sad books now. And we'll go back to the fun books. But we have A Little Life. What do I even say about this book? A book that literally destroyed my soul and heart one by one. this book did take me a while to finish reading. I started in October and I didn't finish reading until December. I don't even know if I would recommend this book just because it's so sad. You follow with the 4 characters, Jude, Willem, Malcolm, and JB. It's and Jude, mostly Jude. It's just like, you think they could be happy for 5 seconds, but no, they cannot. The pain just keeps on going and going and going until you literally cannot breathe anymore. Just have a box of tissues while you read this. And then the next book is another sad book, but it's My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Basically, we follow Vanessa in 2 timelines, in the present and the past. So in the present, there's this Me Too movement that's happening, and Vanessa is having a hard time dealing with her past. In the past, she had this affair with a 40-year-old teacher of hers, and she, at the time, didn't understand what was happening. But as she has grown up, she's trying to still understand what was happening, just because it was so traumatic that she just couldn't process it at all. Definitely read trigger warnings. This book haunts me to this day. I still think about it. There are so many quotes in this book. I am like, I physically just want to gag. And then the next book is Normal People by Sally Rooney. Oh my god, this book. Marianne and Connell are literally the definition of miscommunication. And I know a lot of people don't really like Sally Rooney, or that the fact that she doesn't use quotation marks, and yeah, it was a little bit confusing to read without the quotation marks, but once you get into the book, you kind of forget that she doesn't have quotation marks around her writing. So Sally literally wrote this book about me. Basically, we follow Marianne and Connell from their senior year of high school to kind of their adulthood, with their relationship together, friendships, mental health, all of that jazz. Definitely a book you want to read when you're in your 20s, because this literally woke me up. My eyes were like open. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck. So yeah, highly recommend. Next is, I think, one of the cutest books I've ever read, ever, and it's Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Oh my god, this book. If you love rom-com books, like When Harry Met Sally, 10 Things I Hate About You, Can't Buy Me Love, Notting Hill, all those like cheesy rom-com books, you're gonna love this one. Basically, we follow our character Liz and Wes. Liz basically wants to get attention of another guy, but then, you know, she doesn't know how to do it, so she decides to fake date Wes. And, you know, this is just a YA romance. Like, it's just, I feel that you just have to read it to like get to know it. And next book is a little bit controversial, but I still loved it. So it is Verity by Colleen Hoover. Very controversial because I know a lot of people do not like Colleen Hoover. I have like a weird relationship just because she did get me into reading. But I think this is her best book. I think Verity is probably one of her best books that she's ever written. Just because I did not rate it as a romance, I rated it as a thriller / mystery. And that's what it literally is. Basically, we follow our main character, Lowen, who she goes to this house to be kind of like a ghostwriter for Verity, who is kind of like, she's not sick, she's like paralyzed or something. Like, she was in a car accident or whatever. And then some weird shit starts happening in the house. So yeah. And then the last book that is, I think, my favorite 6 stars read is Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valentine. I think that's how you say their names. I've only read up to book 5, and I've given all 5 books 5 stars or 6 stars. Basically 6 stars, because I literally love the characters so much. They are quite literally amazing. I love Tori, I love Darcy, I love Darius, I love Lance. Lance is literally my favorite. Basically, this is a bully romance. If you don't like bully romance, I would not recommend this. But there is like magic involved. Basically, Tori and Darcy, they were coming from the real world to this magical world, and they have to fight for the throne because there's these other 4 people that were supposed to get the throne, but then they just came out of nowhere. But they're going to this academy to become stronger and get their powers and everything, and all the drama happens. It was so freaking good. I loved it. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, I never know what to say in these outros. But like, if you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe. My other socials are in the link in the description below. I'm really active on TikTok, so definitely give me a follow on there if you want to see more content. But I will see you guys next time. Bye!